Hello guys, this is Push Dustin from Source Gaming, and joining me today is Art Lead Nerbion.
Hey!
And today we have an interesting quote to discuss. Now this quote is coming from a translation that is a work in progress. That means that the final translation might be slightly different, but we want to go ahead and give you guys an idea of what is being said, and also to give you a little bit of preview of what we're working on. About a month ago, there was an interview with Masahiro Sakurai, Kamiya, and Ueda in Famitsu, kind of celebrating the Year of the Dog. All three of these developers were born in 1970. They gathered these three guys and to talk about their thoughts about growing up with video games, as well as their directorial style, and kind of what they're doing in the next year. Now, Sakurai had a very interesting quote that is very relevant to the future of Smash. So I thought that we would go ahead and discuss that particular quote in great detail. However, the rest of the article is a fantastic read, and I will highly encourage everyone to follow Source Gaming on Twitter to stay updated on when that translation comes out, because you will want to read all of it. The quote is, again, this is a work in progress, so the final version might be slightly different. When the interviewer asked, how long will you be making games, Sakurai says, if it's a request from a client, then I'll consider it, but I do wonder if it's alright if I'm not the director. It might be good to take on a more of a consulting role. He's always saying, this is going to be the last Smash. He's been saying that since Melee, partly because of his freelance status. So he's always said like, oh, this is going to be my last Smash. This is going to be my last Smash. But as you saw in the Fire Emblem 25th anniversary interview, he even wondered out loud if he was the only one that could make Smash, and that if he would just continue making Smash forever and ever. But maybe as a consulting, maybe he can find a way out of the director's chair, but still have his input on Smash.
Yeah, he's at least putting thought on making a little more of a consulting role. He's also handicapped with his arm, so I think that might also play a role with him thinking of stepping a little bit down.
Yeah.
He made Smash for a very long... Every Smash game, he was a director, and that's very exhausting, even from his input. I also think it's funny. He's still not sure if he wants to take the consulting role.
Yeah.
That's kinda typical for Sakurai. That even if he's not 100% in full of charge, that he still can't let it go a little bit and still want to lead the project.
Yeah, Sakurai has a very hard time stepping back. We saw with the Chris Prenger interview that we provided a transcription on Source Gaming, that Sakurai would spend hundreds of hours of footage just for a 5-second commercial.
He was very strict about that, yeah.
The amount of micromanagement and like extreme detail that Sakurai looks at is part of the reason why I think Smash has been a very successful franchise. But it also does put a toll on him because he obsesses about all of those small details. Yeah, and he also
is obsessed about small details he had for his past games.
Yeah.
I mean, also a quote from the interview that when he was asked if he forgets about little details from his past projects like Kirby's Adventure, he said, "Nope, I never ever forget. Down to the smallest details, nope." And this pretty much shows how much Sakurai wants to develop the Smash games and how big of a passion project Smash is for him.
Yeah, I think Smash is a very tricky game because you are mixing a lot of different franchises and a lot of different characters with very important history all together. And in order to kind of create the perfect soup, you can't let it be unbalanced. And I think Sakurai has shown a very special skill in making sure that all of those characters feel well together, which is very impressive if you think about how different those styles are.
When you think about Snake in Brawl, or Bayonetta and Cloud in Smash Wii U and 3DS, you can see how much attention he put into making sure those characters feels right in the Smash roster. And I also think he enjoys this kind of work. I mean, if I recall it right, he said that he wants to work with creators for a very long time, and that this is something he enjoys the most about working on Smash. He can work with creators on a big project.
Yeah, we saw in, when he quit HAL Laboratories that one of the reasons that he quit was so he could work with creators. In addition, after Smash 4 Wii U and Smash 3DS, he came out on the record and said that that Japanese gaming is something that needs to be promoted more, and Smash has been proven as an effective vessel for that, and he would like to look in more ways to support the Japanese video game industry. And he kind of comes back and says that again in this interview. He says that he's very interested in trying to work with the industry as a whole.
And then having a quote like, should I take a consulting role? I think as a consulting role, he could also fit that role into making sure characters feel right, give the right advice to make sure every character feels home in Smash, and promote Japanese game and the gaming industry as a whole.
Not even including Smash, but working as a consultant, I think that he can be very effective in that kind of role because he has a lot of passion, he has a lot of knowledge about a wide variety of video games. Like I honestly think if you put him in charge of a Final Fantasy game, he would deliver. I really think he does a lot of series. He could do a lot of series
maybe
justice.
He can do justice to the Kirby franchise, but we don't know. But he pays so much attention to a lot of details on every game. I mean, you can already see it in Smash. You can see it in the Mega Man trophies. Where they made it from scratch and make sure that they have put a lot of details, like scraps, like metal, as this kind of stuff. Yeah, and a lot of people said that, wow, I want Sakurai making a new Mega Man game.
Yeah, because playing Mega Man in Smash almost feels like playing a Mega Man game. Obviously, I think we're on the same page where, Sakurai has a lot of passion for the video game industry and can do a lot of good in a consulting role. But the main question is, will he come back for the next Smash or not? And that's something that is really up in the air right now.
Because we don't know if he's still hired from Nintendo as a freelancer again. We still don't know details like that, and we don't. Yeah, it's really difficult to say if he's still the director for the next Smash.
Yeah, and like I've always pointed out, his wording when he said that he was taking a breather, I felt like it was kind of odd, because he said that his next job was decided, whereas in the past he's always talked about projects.
I didn't honestly, I didn't pay too much attention, but it's actually interesting. Yeah, I still think he might be the director for the next Smash. So, from my gut feeling, I think he might still be especially since the quote in our newest translation is very unsure, and he's more thinking, is it alright to be a director again? Is it really alright? But it also feels, this quote also sounds like he's not sure if it's alright, but he kind of still wants to do it.
He's definitely not committing one way or the other, and I think that the answer to that question, if Sakurai will be on the next Smash or not, as a director or as a consultant, will be answered sometime before E3 or at E3 when Smash is shown.
Or after E3. You never know. You never know when Nintendo decides to show Smash.
Yeah.
I personally think he's still director, especially since he's very cautious about letting go. Also admitting that he can't let go little details. Yeah, and he enjoys working with other creators. So I still believe he's, even with this quote in mind, he's still director in the next Smash.
So what do you think about this quote? Let us know in the comments below. Go ahead and check out the description for the full link to the translation when that becomes available. As always, return to the source and smash that subscribe button. This is Push Dustin and Nerbion signing out.
Bye!